So these are the 2006 miniature dinosaur Safari LTD pack. So, of course, I purchased this a little bit ago, like a little while ago, but this is all of them. So, firstly, we're going to take a look at the Dimetrodon. He's, for 2006, it's a pretty good mold, pretty good, don't know if you can see the colors. See, look at him, he's like, and then you can see on the bottom of the camera will focus. The camera will focus. On the bottom it says Safari Ltd, Dimetrodon, and then the copyright in China. Next one, of course, it's the Triceratops with the probably, I don't know if this is the most cutest or derpiest face imaginable. It's cute and derpy at the same time. One thing I like is that, like, how it doesn't have the spikies. Because if you didn't know, Triceratops frills did not actually have spikes when they were fully grown. So, yeah, that's a little thing. And, of course, same thing, except it says Triceratops instead of Dimetrodon. Same little legal information. Next one is the Stegosaurus. I am a Stegosaurus. The little ASDF movie. Or ASDF movie. See, same thing on the bottom. That head shape, it kind of looks like a frog. Like, honestly, this is a scientifically accurate Jurassic Park dinosaur. Like, if they went for, like, oh, the frog, because look at it, look at this head. Look at, you cannot tell me that's not a frog head. And then, of course, he's like a little, he's green with some red not spikes. Plates and thagomizers are also red, which they shouldn't be, I don't think, because they're a different part of the Ankylosaurus, probably the cutest, one of the cutest. This is the cutest dinosaur. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention is that this should not be in. This Dimetrodon should not be with these dinosaurs, because he is, in fact, not a dinosaur. He is not at all a dinosaur. But he is a synapsid, which is a stem mammal, which means he's believed to be the ancestor of all mammals. So this... Anyways, back to the Ankylosaurus. Look at this guy. Kind of cute. I forgot to mention, all of these stand fairly well. Of course, the herbivores stand well. This T-Rex, that is his eye down there. That's, yeah, they royally messed up with that. And then, of course, in the bottom, same thing, Tyrannosaurus. But this side's alright. So if I ever display him, I usually just put him. Oh my god, I just realized he has like a terrible overbite. Ugh. He has a terrible overbite. That, yeah. But a lot of people think T-Rex should be feathered, but actually it shouldn't be. Actually, and again, since these are from 2006, I mean, it's not going to look accurate by today's standards, by 2022 standards. I got these at Michael's, by the way. So Michael's is where you can get a lot of stuff like that. So that's the T-Rex as of 2006. And then moving on is this guy. He's just kind of derpy. He is an Iguanodon, except he doesn't have a freaking claw. And that's not blue. It's picking up blue. Camera is picking up blue. And you can see, like, actually, like, now the camera's focused pretty good. You can see it's really detailed. See, like, look at that detail. That's some good detail. See, now you can really see, no. And the creases aren't too bad. They're not too noticeable. So yeah, this is Iguanodon as of 2006. And oh boy, he's detailed, and at least the paint job is pretty decent, but oh boy, that head shape. Let's talk about that head shape. It's Spinosaurus, a 1990s version of the spine. Maybe not even 90s, like 80s. Like this is like pre-2000s Spinosaurus with the short snout. Despite being from 2006. Does it say it on there? No, it just said yeah. Despite being from 2006, that he has this short of a snout. Oof. That's rough. I actually, when I got this, I thought that this was going to be a Brachiosaurus, because it kind of looks like a brachie. But if you look on the bottom, on its belly, hold on, it says Diplodocus. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So he's just kind of, decent fig. I mean, of course, actually, now I look at this, actually, they're kind of skin wrapped, because that's, I think, the ribs. So that's pretty skin wrapped, or shrink wrapped, skin wrapped. I don't know what you would call it. This Velociraptor, I have another video on this that's called feathers or skin. To me, with the brown, it looks like they were going for it to try to make it kind of look feathered, but it goes all the way down, and not the brown doesn't, so it also kind of looks wrinkled skin. So I don't know. And then the claws are just so that's the claws. That's not even gonna touch on that, and he won't. So look at this happy boy. Why is he looking? Look at this happy little boy. Look at this happy boy. Where is he? This happy fellow. This happy little fellow. Look at him. Happy, very happy fellow. Yeah. He is an Apatosaurus. Again, like I said, for 2006, all of these are pretty accurate for their times, except for, you're not accurate at all. So yeah, and there goes okay, fine, I'll review you. I was just about to get you. This is the Dilophosaurus. You may remember him from the Dilophosaurus is here to check your vibe, or the Jurassic vibe check. I'm sorry, that's what the title is. That's what he says. Is Dilophosaurus is here to check your vibe. Again, pretty decent. I'm glad that Safari didn't try to put the frills on it, because Jurassic Park was still very popular at the time, so they would have definitely tried to put the frills on there. So, like, a lot of people, like, I remember, like, even today, there's dinosaur toys with frills that are not supposed to be for Jurassic Park. It's just there, like, even though it's inaccurate. Well, as far as we know, I mean. So yeah, it's a pretty decent mold. This is probably my favorite color scheme. Well, this is my second favorite, actually, because the next one, stand up. Next one is my favorite out of the bunch, which is actually not a dinosaur at all. Let's get the camera to focus. Pteranodon, not pterodactyl. Pterodactyl didn't exist, actually, but if it did, I would probably imagine it to be very different from this. Anyways, so yeah, he is, if you can't tell, it's bright red. That's not orange, that's bright red. And the reason I like this one so much is because he looks kind of cute. Like, when you look at it face on, it looks almost like it looks just like a baby bird. So, and although there's no technically no articulation, since these are not the sturdiest of plastic, you can kind of move them a little bit, and of course, but this is also inaccurate because it is not feathered. And actually, a lot of these, Dilophosaurus and Velociraptor should be feathered, but this guy definitely should be feathered. These two, I guess you could excuse because Jurassic Park, but this one you cannot. You can't because they've known that pterosaurs were feathered since like the 1970s. So even for 2006, this is inaccurate. But other than that, it's a great mold. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the 2006 Safari Ltd. TOOB of miniature dinosaurs. Bye.